there is a hidden road that leads to abundance and prosperity. A shortcut that can be traversed at incredible speed. And that allows you to reach wealth at the beginning of youth, and not in the decrepitude of senescence. In fact, you don't have to settle for mediocrity. You can live rich and lead a life most cannot afford to live. Unfortunately, the aforementioned shortcut is cleverly disguised so that you cannot see it in the normality of our society. Instead of taking you to the shortcut, they take you down a paralyzing path whose end is mediocrity, laden with countless guidelines that lead you to sacrifice your wildest dreams in favor of numb expectations. The purpose of this video is to reveal to you the shortcut that can make you achieve financial prosperity at blinding speed. If you follow the instructions I'm going to give you, I guarantee you will end up with your old ways. To act, think, and believe, and guide you in a new direction for success and prosperity. Let's go! There is an old proverb, the wording of which has changed several times, but the gist of it is this: if you want to keep getting what you're getting, keep doing what you're doing. In simpler words, it means that if you haven't become rich yet, stop doing what you're doing, stop following conventional advice. Stop following the crowd and using the wrong formula. Stop following the script that dismisses dreams and clues to mediocrity. Stop driving on roads that restrict speed to prosperity and force you to take endless detours. I call all this anti-advice. And a lot of this video is focused on stopping you from persevering in them. All the billionaires I know create their wealth through a carefully orchestrated process. They use a complete formula. Regardless of what you've read or heard about, wealth and prosperity is not the result of an event. Wealth is the result of a process. Ask any chef and they will confirm that the perfect dish consists of a series of ingredients combined and cooked according to the well-planned execution process. Everything has its time and place, a little of one ingredient, a little of another, adding at the right time in the right place until there is a tasty dish. This is the simple process that if you apply it to your life, they will take you through the shortcut to financial prosperity and wealth in the prime of your life. 1. The trip cannot be delegated to a driver. We live in a society that wants to outsource everything, from housework to parenthood. It might work to clean a dirty bathroom, but not to get rich. No one can take you on the journey to riches if someone had given you a Lamborghini, or any other object of great value to some millionaires when they were just 16. I can guarantee they wouldn't be where they are today when someone told them, grant your wishes without your making any effort. The process is hindered. The person you needed to become remains stagnant because you outsourced learning. Your process will not acquire wisdom or experience of personal growth if someone else makes the journey for you. It's up to you to do it. 2. The compass to wealth. If you don't know where you're going, how will you know if you made it there? If your destination is not defined, no doubt you'll never get there and you'll probably end up somewhere you don't want to be. Millionaires don't suddenly become millionaires by finding money, the same, so that those who fail economically do not suddenly find themselves in poverty. Both directly experience the result of the financial itinerary they have chosen, and the actions and beliefs that flow from it. Your financial itinerary is of crucial importance to your process, and it's the first tool you must have on your journey to wealth. 3. Make a bad use of money and money will make a bad use of you. The people who declare that money can't buy happiness have already concluded that they will never have money. This old misconception is the torchbearer of your poverty. And if money can't buy happiness, why earn it? Thinking logically, reflect on the following question. If money can't buy happiness, does it create poverty? Yes. The proof of this is the fact that there are many millionaires and highly paid professionals who are absolutely miserable. But that has nothing to do with the money. It has to do with their freedom, The money owns them instead of them owning the money. Society says that wealth is only material. And because of this erroneous definition, the bridge that connects wealth and happiness collapses. Money used rightly can buy the freedom that can lead to happiness. For wealth requires responsibility. Responsibility is the price of greatness. Winston Churchill. Victim law says you can't be a victim if you don't empower somebody. Able to make himself a victim. When I want to control others, you essentially become the driver. Traveling without a seatbelt. You occupy the passenger seat in the car of a stranger who could very well be the murderer of your financial plan. When this happens, it is inevitable that you will become a victim. The path of victimization is denial. Mainly for denying your own responsibility for what happened, and not take responsibility for having control of your own destiny. People who don't take responsibility are victims. Some of them are born victims. And instead of trying to stop and improve their lot, they withdraw and give up. For them, everyone has the solution to their problems, except themselves. And why do they have problems? Through no fault of your own. Instead of looking at the inside, look at the outside and project a responsibility onto someone else. Responsibility precedes the act of taking responsibility. But the first does not guarantee the second. When you admit to being responsible for having emptied your bank account, but you do the same the following week, you are not responsible for that. To admit responsibility is to admit guilt for the consequences of your actions. To admit responsibility by assuming responsibility is to change the behavior to avoid experiencing those consequences again in the future. To stop being a victim, first admit your responsibility, and then assume responsibility. You deserve what you have earned, or what you have not earned through your actions. Admitting responsibility is one thing, taking responsibility is another. When you take responsibility for your choices, you change your behavior in the future and you are in the driver's seat of your life. 5. Believe you can prosper. You can be, do, and have anything you want, so if you believe you can be a prosperous person, you can become. We become what we think. So don't sabotage yourself by having negative thoughts like, I don't have money, I will never be rich. Choose to think of health, prosperity, success, happiness, great relationships, and the things you want in life. Visualize and act as if you were a happy and healthy millionaire with wonderful relationships, and create positive affirmations that you is successful and prosperous, and repeat these affirmations many times a day. 6. Be cat. Expressing gratitude shifts your energy instantly and puts you in harmony with your source of supply so that good moves in your direction. Wallace Wattles said that the grateful mind is constantly fixated on the best, therefore tends to become the best. Assume the form or character of the best, and you will receive the best. When prosperous people face a challenge in life, a money problem, a business problem, or a relationship problem, instead of adding energy and focus on the problem, they tend to think about things they are grateful for. For these people, the way you look at the problems will define whether they will change or not. You were born rich, and your abundance is contained in your thoughts. So do not misuse wealth. Think good thoughts building great ideas. And never allow your physical world to control your thinking, which controls your attitude.